Let's go, champ. It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, and you're watching True School Sports. Let's go, champ.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, this is a follow-up video to a video I released yesterday, basically criticizing Bam Rodriguez because he said they can't fight. Him and Roman Gonzalez, I should say, can't fight because they had the same promoter in Akira Honda, Mr. Honda of Tekken Promotions. Now, there were some things in that video that I said that were wrong, and this video is me correcting myself because I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. I'm not afraid to correct myself, and that's what separates me from a lot of people here on YouTube, you know, the ability to correct myself. But anyway, I said in the video that basically Roman Gonzalez has never stated any of these things that Bam has stated, you know, about not being able to make the fight because they're with the same promoter in Tekken Promotions. Now, I was sent a link in my comment section of that video yesterday, and it was brought to my attention by a subscriber and a viewer by the name of James Rodriguez. So shout out to James Rodriguez if you're watching this. He brought it to my attention, so he gets the credit for the interview that he sent, which was done on the Boxing ID YouTube channel. And Roman Gonzalez was asked in that interview, would you fight Bam Rodriguez? And he pretty much said, no, we're with the same team, we're with the same promoter, Mr. Honda, Tekken Promotions. So if I'm calling what Bam Rodriguez is doing corny for saying those comments, then I must keep the same energy. Roman Gonzalez is a cornball for those comments. But they're both cornballs. It's just corny stuff from both of them, to be honest with you, because this is one of the best matchups that can be made around these weights. And something as small as a promotional affiliation is nothing short of corny. And Roman Gonzalez is my favorite fighter, but even he's not exempt from criticism from myself here on True School Sports. It is corny, all right? Now, could it be that Mr. Honda put them both up to this? And maybe I don't know, maybe. So if they really don't have any control over it and they were told to say these things, otherwise they can't get fights or something like that, then someone, because I know someone from Roman Gonzalez's team, maybe his manager, maybe one of the guys on his team that I'm cool with, Gerardo, what was the other guy's name? Holman. You know, these guys are all part of Team Chocolatito, and they all follow me. So I'll be posting this on social media, and I'm sure one of them will see it. Like, Roman Gonzalez, Bam Rodriguez should happen. And if Mr. Honda isn't allowing it to happen because, you know, they're with the same promotion company, then someone translate. Someone get this to somebody in Japan and tell him that I'm saying this in Japan. Tell him that it's not right what he's doing. Tell him it's very corny. Corny meaning that it is behavior of inferiority. You know, it is dishonorable behavior. Somebody translate that to him, because, you know, I don't respect it. I don't respect it. Like, I understand maybe he feels he may be protecting Roman Gonzalez. I don't feel that way because I don't feel like I don't think it's a lopsided fight. I don't think Bam Rodriguez is at that level to where you could say it's a lopsided fight and Roman Gonzalez get hurt. I just don't believe that. I would like for Bam to be able to prove it. And also, from the Bam Rodriguez side of things, right? Because I met Bam in person, and that's why I was very questionable about even some of the things I was saying yesterday, because Bam doesn't strike me as a guy that would want to duck any smoke. But it sounds like it when he says what he was saying, but I didn't have the full story, so I apologize for that. But you're robbing that young man. You are robbing that young man of being able to really potentially put the Roman Gonzalez name on his resume, which would then make his name bigger in boxing, which would then allow him to have a higher profile, which would then allow him to make a better living for himself in the sport. And at the end of the day, this is prize fighting, and the money does come first. So, yeah, I do have a problem with it. And, yeah, I do think it's corny what Mr. Honda's doing. Now, people got up in my comment section and they say, Mr. Honda doesn't want the Chocolatito fight. You know, do your research, all these kind of things. And so I did a couple Google searches, and I tried to find an article where Mr. Honda said out of his own mouth, I don't want Roman Gonzalez fighting Bam Rodriguez. So I couldn't find anything, but I'm humble enough to ask the viewers of my channel and the viewers of True School Sports, can someone produce for me an article, like an article or a video where Mr. Honda came out himself and said this? Because I'm not gonna do these things where like I have to assume, because you know what they say about people who assume. They say you make an ass out of yourself. So I'm gonna need a article, some quotes, maybe a video interview, something from Akira Honda himself, where he's saying that he doesn't want Roman Gonzalez to fight Bam, or Bam to fight Roman Gonzalez for X reasons or whatever. I need to see it because I haven't seen it. I'm just hearing it as hearsay from based on what the fighters say. You know what I'm saying? So and look again, to anybody who may have a connection to Mr. Honda, feel free to get him this video and translate what I'm saying in Japanese to him, or whatever language he speaks. Maybe he speaks English. I don't know the man, but like maybe if he wants to, he can come here with a translator, or if he speaks English, he can come here and speak English. He can come here on True School Sports and he can explain like why on God's green earth are these two great fighters not being matched with each other. Because with all respect to Christian Gonzalez, Bam's next opponent at 112, nobody's asking for that fight. Nobody cares about that fight. We want to see Bam versus Roman Gonzalez. We want to see Bam versus Guile. You know, you had no problem matching Bam Rodriguez up with the old guard at 115 like Cuadras and Rungvisai. Now, I never slided him for those wins. If anything, I gave him a lot of credit and much respect for those wins. But the critics will say of Bam that those guys were a bit on the older side, right? I never said that, but critics do say that. And I don't think their claims or their statements are baseless. I feel like there's legitimate claims. Like Rungvisai hadn't really been active. Cuadras hadn't really been the most active either. And these guys hadn't really been performing that well in their previous fights to begin with anyway. You know what I'm saying? As to where now, if you were to match Bam up with Roman Gonzalez, this is a guy, Roman Gonzalez, who on paper, yes, he may have been on the wrong end of some decisions, but performance-wise, his performances have been at a pretty high level, and it will be looked at to be, even at his advanced age of 35, Bam's biggest test. But now you can't fight because of them being on the same team. So I just really do think it's a corny state of affairs. It's a dishonorable state of affairs, and I have no problem calling this out. I have no problem calling out my favorite fighter of all time and the people that run his career. You know, I haven't really done that too many times because Roman Gonzalez has probably been one of the most honorable people in boxing. I feel like his career has been ran in one of the most honorable ways in the sport. But when I see wrongdoings in boxing, it don't matter if you're my favorite fighter, and it don't matter if I don't like you. I'm going to call it out because I will stand on what is right, and I will stand to serve and protect the best interests of boxing fans. And the best interest of boxing fans is always to see the best fights with the biggest names. And the best fights with the biggest names in this weight class, one of them at least, is Bam Rodriguez with Roman Gonzalez. So give Bam Rodriguez his shot at the brass ring. Give him his chance at glory to fight one of his heroes in Roman Gonzalez. And if Roman Gonzalez, if Roman Gonzalez maybe doesn't want to fight him, then I would like Roman Gonzalez to be honest. I would like Chocolatito to be honest and say, look, I don't want no smoke with Bam Rodriguez, and then I can sit here and call out Roman Gonzalez for him avoiding Bam Rodriguez. You know, I want some truth. I want to get to the bottom of this, and I will get to the bottom of this. So, that's what it is. But yeah, I'm humbling myself. I'm correcting myself because I was wrong with some things I said yesterday. Roman Gonzalez is just as wrong as Bam Rodriguez, and it sounds like he don't want no smoke either. But these guys have both tested themselves against top fighters. So I feel like Mr. Honda is the problem here. And I'm making this video to call out Mr. Honda because I think Mr. Honda is wrong. And I think, he needs to really rethink what he's doing. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care.
True School Sports. He's the truth. One of the best YouTube, the best.
Ooh, the number one.
Number one.
Brandon, you've been there, man, and you're building up a good following with us.
Thank you.
And I'm proud to be a part of what you're doing too. You are spectacular, and
Thank you, man. All the best to True School Boxing, and keep up the good work.